All right, let's talk about the 2026 Acura MDX. It's an awesome SUV, one of Acura's best sellers for sure. But, and this is a big but, there are 4 different models. So, trying to figure out which one is right for you, it can get a little confusing. That's exactly what we're going to break down today. We're going to make this super simple for you.
So you've got 4 flavors to choose from: the Tech, the A-Spec, the Platinum Elite A-Spec, and then, way over here, you have the Type S Ultra. They all look like an MDX, they all have that same nameplate, but believe me, the differences under the skin are massive. So the big question is, what really separates them? Let's dive in and find out.
Okay, but before we start splitting hairs and looking at what's different, we've got to talk about what's the same. It's super important, because no matter which MDX you end up with, you're starting from a seriously impressive foundation.
You know, a lot of times you look for the base model, the stripped-down version, right? Well, with the MDX, there really isn't one. I mean, look at this list. Every single model from the ground up gets Acura's incredible super handling all-wheel drive. You get the 10-speed automatic. You get the full Acura Watch safety suite. Things you'd normally pay extra for, like a huge panoramic moonroof and that big 12.3-inch screen, standard. The point is, there's no penalty box here. Every MDX is a premium, loaded SUV right out of the gate.
All right, so let's talk engines. For the first 3 models, that's the Tech, A-Spec, and the Platinum Elite, they all share the same heart, Acura's tried-and-true 3.5-liter V6. And listen, it's a great engine. It's smooth, it's reliable, it has plenty of power. But I want you to file that away, because this engine, this is the single biggest thing that separates them from the top dog.
And here we go. This is the heart of the matter. We're talking about the engine that makes the Type S Ultra, well, a Type S. This one piece of hardware is what flips the switch and turns this premium family hauler into a full-blown performance machine.
So what's the magic trick here? It really comes down to one word: turbo.
The Type S Ultra rips out that standard V6 and drops in a smaller but way more potent 3.0-liter twin-scroll turbo V6. And the results? Well, just look at the numbers. They're staggering. Horsepower leaps from 290 all the way to 355. And the torque? Oh man, the torque just explodes from 267 to 354 pound-feet.
Let's put that in real terms. That's an extra 65 horsepower. That's not just a number on a page. You feel that every single time you press the gas pedal. And honestly, the torque is even crazier. An extra 87 pound-feet. That's that shove you back in your seat feeling. And the Type S has it in spades.
But here's the thing, and this is what makes Acura so smart. They know you can't just stuff a rocket engine into a car and hope for the best. That extra power is useless if you can't control it. So the Type S Ultra isn't just an engine swap, it's a complete top-to-bottom performance package.
This is where it gets really good. It's not just about going fast in a straight line, right? It's about stopping and turning too. To handle all that speed, the Type S gets huge Brembo front brakes. We're talking serious, big-league stopping power. Then they ditched the standard suspension for a trick adaptive air suspension. What does that mean for you? It means it can be cushy and comfortable one second and then firm up for razor-sharp handling the next. And of course, it all sits on these gorgeous, bigger 21-inch wheels.
And what good are big wheels without the right tires? They wrap them in wider, stickier rubber that's also self-sealing, which is a nice touch. But the real game changer is the drive modes. The Type S unlocks 2 exclusive modes you can't get anywhere else: a hardcore Sport Plus mode that just unleashes everything the engine has, and a super useful lift mode. With that air suspension, you can literally raise the whole vehicle up for more ground clearance. How cool is that?
Okay, so the performance gap is obviously huge, no question. But that's not the only story here. Let's step inside, because when you start climbing the ladder to the top trims, the luxury and the tech, they get a serious upgrade too.
So once you get into the Platinum Elite A-Spec or the Type S Ultra, you're in the top tier of luxury. We're talking about features that just make your life better. Massaging front seats? Yes, please. A 360-degree camera that makes parking a total breeze? Check. And a head-up display that puts all your key info right on the windshield? Yep, that's standard too. These aren't just gadgets, they're genuine creature comforts.
And okay, music lovers, you need to listen to this. The Bang & Olufsen sound system in the other models, it has 19 speakers. 19, that's already incredible. But the Type S Ultra just says hold my drink and crams a 31 speaker system in there. No, that is not a typo. 31 speakers. It's basically a concert hall on wheels.
All right, so let's zoom out for a second. When you look at all this, it's pretty clear what Acura is doing here. They're not just offering different trim levels.
They're offering two completely different philosophies for what an MDX can be. And it's not a question of which one's better, it's about which one fits you.
So here's the core choice. On one side, you've got the Tech, A-Spec, and Platinum Elite. These are the peak of what a luxurious, comfortable, and super capable family SUV can be. Then on the other side, you have the Type S Ultra. It takes all of that goodness and just adds this thick layer of raw, unapologetic performance. The turbo engine, the Brembo brakes, that amazing air suspension, the whole shebang.
So, at the end of the day, it all boils down to one question, and only you can answer it. What kind of driver are you? What defines your drive? Do you want that incredibly well-rounded, sophisticated luxury experience? Or are you chasing that absolute thrill of uncompromising, pure performance? Whichever you choose, that's the answer. That's the MDX that's meant for you.